Yeah, today was weird. I feel like I didn't accomplish much. I mean, in my book, I worked on the book and I did other things. I don't know. It's just weird. I wonder if I'm not working hard enough. Hmm. All right. That's right. We have another week to go. Another 6 days to go before Kirby launches. So that's gonna be exciting. Kirby and the Forgotten Land, by the way. The expansion. What is it called? Forgotten World. Starcross World. Okay. So the new expansion. I don't know. I mean, I paid $20 for it. I mean, it's more Forgotten Land, but like, I don't know. A lot of Nintendo expansions I don't care for. Like, I didn't like the 3D World one. Still have not finished it, but I don't know. I'm kind of worried it's gonna be lazy. We'll see. I mean, the Mario Party one was great. So. Yeah, it's an interesting choice to like release all these expansions for like these Switch One ports. Like, I think for like Jamboree specifically, that's gonna be like a huge deal to get people to like check out that game and keep it relevant. Because Jamboree is one of those games that was just buried by the gaming media. Yeah, if they released like a Switch Two version of Brothership, that'd be amazing. Like one for Pikmin 4. I would be very surprised if Pikmin 4 doesn't get one, considering like what happened at launch with like the game being kind of wonky. Uh, let's see. I worked on my book. Yeah, I don't know. Like, did I do anything? Yeah, I did a lot actually. Yeah, I worked on the book. I did some videos. Like I studied a bit. Like yeah, now I'm playing games. I don't know. I don't know. I honestly thought about not streaming tonight, but I don't know. You kind of, I'm kind of obligated to at this point. I don't know. I was thinking like when I was out that like maybe I should just go live and just rip on like Review Tech USA or whatever. I don't know. It just, I don't know. I'm still I'm playing too many games to really justify that. What the hell is that? Never seen that before. Macabre. I am Jackie Macabre. All right. Don't know what that means, but okay. How many demons do I have? I think I have a full roster now. No, no, no. I have a lot of stock. So yeah, so I'm like 95,000 words into the Cattle Have Fangs, so I'm about like 100,000 words in. Yeah, I'm building up to the end. Uh, yeah, I think it's gonna go really quickly. I remember like when I did American Evil, like how I was kind of worried that I had rushed the ending. I feel like the Cattle Have Fangs doesn't have that issue. So, I don't know. The Cattle Have Fangs is so disjointed. I feel like I don't know. We'll have to see. I don't know. I think I might have to like spend a lot of time editing it because I'm not sure how well like the themes and the ideas are gonna blend together. I think I'm gonna have to spend a lot of time editing it. So like I've really been thinking about like pushing it back till next year. And like I guess I can do that, but it's weird that like I put out American Evil and then I put out like I don't know. I really should have like put out I really should have put out like Playing Dirty like I don't know 6 months later, but I don't know. I was so happy with it that I wanted to put it out immediately. I don't know. Maybe Playing Dirty will be like this year's book, and then like like the Cattle Have Fangs will be next year's. I don't know. I mean, I put out like 2 books last year, no, 3 books last year, if you include Clover. So if I have to like the Cattle Have Fangs until early 2026, and then like put out my next project. Like I'll have two books that year. I don't know. Video game history. Yeah, I was. I'm gonna do like. Eventually, I want to do a history book about like the console war and how Nintendo like ended up like winning it. Because nobody else is even acknowledging that that happened yet. Uh, so yeah, that's definitely something I want to do eventually, but it's gonna be a while I think before I come up with that project. It's gonna take a lot of research, and I want to emphasize like every single thing that like the copesters say about the console. So yeah, it's gonna happen eventually, but I actually started drafting it at one point, but yeah, it's like I want to like be successful as a fantasy writer first, and then I'll like branch out and do that. But yeah, that's definitely like something I want to do, but it's gonna be like a long time, I think, before that happens. Because like I suppose that like I don't want to dwell on like the '90s and 2000s. Like I do want to talk about how the narrative continued into like the modern day. Because you're seeing that a lot with like YouTubers. Is like how religiously like obsessed they are with trying to downplay Nintendo. I made a video about this today about how like they pretend that third party games on Switch 2 don't exist, and that like everything in between a major first party Nintendo release is like a dry spell. Like I talked about that today, and that's a really good example of what like I want to address is just like the weird double standards. Like you're seeing this now with the Elden Ring thing, where that game looks and runs like shit on all major platforms, and yet like people are trying to like pretend as if the Switch 2 version is some like anomaly. Anytime the media says a gameplay is worse on Nintendo, like they're just trying to stop people from like buying the game on Nintendo consoles. Like that's really all this is. Like they don't want Elden Ring to do well. They don't want Duskbloods to do well. They're gonna do everything they possibly can to like keep the keep the player base on PlayStation. Like I really wonder if it's gonna work though, because I can't imagine anybody who's interested in playing Elden Ring on Switch 2 is gonna be put off by this. Because I can guarantee you it's gonna do well. I think Sparking Zero is gonna do well. Like I think that like I think people don't really take these kind of complaints seriously anymore. I think it's been like a long time since that was like these people don't have credibility. Like I think Digital Foundry is like the only company that anyone takes seriously when it comes to this kind of thing. And I every time they open their mouths, like I'm very quick to like point out how they're untrustworthy and how you can't take them seriously. With Borderlands 4, yeah. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I should play Borderlands 4. Maybe that'd be fun to do in the chat. Is like just buy Borderlands 4 and just like stream it with you guys. I don't know. That's mostly a multiplayer game, right? I played Borderlands 1, but I didn't care for it. I don't know. Not a Borderlands fan. It's like one of those games that's like really popular with like hipster SJW types. Fuck. The two-headed dog. as opposed to like Cerberus the three-headed dog. Hercules killed him in one blow while performing one of his 12 great labors. Okay, so that wait, that was the lion of. Okay, did I lose my macabre? No, I still have it. Okay, yeah, I don't think I lost that much progress. Like you can't do anything in this game. Like all you can do is just grind endlessly until you can like move on. Indiana Jones. Yeah, they're already seething about Indiana Jones. Like they're not happy about that at all. I would have thought we would have gotten Hi-Fi Rush first, but like Indiana Jones is the big Xbox exclusive of the decade, isn't it? So like the fact that it got ported over so soon, that has to be a big like major L for like the industry. I don't know. I really wonder how much longer they can keep downplaying third party games because like it's not really there's nothing wrong with these games that like it's not like the Nintendo console that's the problem. Elden Ring ran fine in PS4. Yeah, that is the funny thing about it is that they're trying to make it out to be a hardware issue, but it's clearly like a developer thing. If there's an issue at all, like, and I'm seeing more people like start to call them out on this. Is that like Cyberpunk is more demanding than Elden Ring, right? Obviously, like I don't think anybody really bought into that narrative that Cyberpunk like looked and played badly on Switch 2 because like just look at what it was like at launch, on the other platforms. Like it just things like that like are really just rubbing people the wrong way. Like games are straight up unplayable on PlayStation and Xbox on release. So like the idea that people are supposed to get upset at like Nintendo versions is just laughable. Like it's just not something that resonates with people today. And I do think that's like the interesting thing about the Switch 2 in particular is that like this is a console that's like powerful enough to run like every major third party game that's coming out. Like if it gets Grand Theft Auto 6, like there isn't going to be like anything that anybody can do to like downplay this console and like what it's capable of. Like I would be shocked if uh like Nintendo didn't make very sure that Grand Theft Auto 6 would be a day one like day and date title. Like if we get Grand Theft Auto 6, there isn't going to be anything the industry can do. Like I don't think it's going to kill the console if it doesn't get it, but like if it does, it's going to be like it's going to be the end of the narrative, I think. Well, I think the real problem is that like the people complaining don't really play Nintendo consoles and they don't really understand like the Nintendo demographic at all. Like the fact of the matter is like lately, even though there are brand new games out, like I'm spending a lot of my time playing like older RPGs, Like I played Persona 5 Royal, I'm playing this, I'm gonna pick up Tales of Graces at some point, It's like I'm playing Ace Attorney again. Like you don't necessarily need brand new games all the time. Like especially for something like the Switch 2, which is just loaded with like classic Switch 1 titles and like I'm playing Chibi Robo for the first time. It's like, what is this like idea that people have? Is that like, oh, I can emulate Chibi Robo and I can play this third party game on another platform? It's like, well, that's not the point. Like you can play it on Switch as well. It's like that's a viable option and it's a better option in a lot of ways. Like I don't know, the third party thing is really interesting because like I've been saying this for a long time. Like once third parties release day and date on Switch 2, like on Nintendo consoles, like there won't be any coping about like PlayStation or Xbox anymore. Like they will have nothing on the Nintendo console. Like all they've ever done is just like sell people on the idea that the cool mature games were on their platform and not Nintendo's. She doesn't remember what system she played it on. Well, I think Nintendo of America employees are allowed to rent games from their library, so that might explain it. So yeah, if she like played it like, through the rental on like different systems, that might explain it. But why are you watching Kit and Krista anyway? Like I agree with you that they're shit, but like um I don't know. Like are Kit and Krista the worst gaming YouTubers out there right now? Like I have to say that Nintendo is insane if they're not slapping their like social media people with NDAs now. Like after what they've done, like those guys are really keeping like 2010 era Nintendo hate alive. Like I saw like Kit like try and say that like Star Fox Zero needed to modernize. Like come on. She's talking about recently. Okay, I don't know. Maybe she played it at a friend's house or something. I don't know. I don't know. Like I feel like if you own a bunch of different platforms, you could forget what you have for what. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too generous. Like I didn't watch the video. I've been a lot more generous lately. Like when I shit talked Razor Fist, I didn't go in that hard on him, and I kind of regret it, honestly. What the fuck? How am I getting one shot? Yeah, you are better off just getting a Nintendo console and nothing else. Like that's kind of my view on it. I mean, I haven't been playing on multiple platforms in like well, I mean, I have a PC, but like I don't really use it because the PC is slop. I was actually like thinking of like I was wondering if it might be a good idea for me to like download like VTroid and make like a VTuber model of like me as a vampire to try and pull in female viewers. I don't know. I was like wondering, is that like would this be a good use of my PC? I don't know. Yeah, I wonder if that's like an actual market, like female VTuber viewers. Because like we all talk about like how creepy simps, like how creepy those guys are for like the male YouTuber models. Like surely there has to be like a female demographic. I don't know. Yeah, I think it might be something I do to like avoid aging on stream, so I could just stream forever and not have people like I don't know clowning on me for being too old. I don't know. Like I've never really liked having my face on streams. So never been a fan of that. Hundreds of hours of the games to talk about. Yeah. Well, like people believe them because it's their career. Like you don't figure it out that it's all a fraud. Like it's all a hoax until like you look into it a little bit. Like Review Tech USA, right? Like when like people got his like Steam profile and realized he never played shit on it. Like what was like Review Tech USA's profile? Does anyone remember? Yeah, you don't like realize how fake these people are until like some controversy comes up, like the Mutahar thing, right? Or like the completionist thing. Until like the career killing controversy comes around, like people just take them for granted. Like people just take them seriously. Like even though that like there are signs that things aren't right. Like even outside like the tax thing with like the completionist, like he was having other people play the games for him, right? He had like a massive like 20-person staff like doing all of his shit. Like it's like, huh? Like you're playing fucking video games. Like But yeah, like I'm very curious about like what the uh what the next wave of gaming YouTube is gonna look like. Because I think we're in a transitionary period now where like you're seeing like people try and do the Nintendo hate thing, but it is not getting the same attention it used to. I'm gonna have to like make a video about this because you have dozens of like younger people, like angry vigilante gamer and like people like that, people who don't have like established personalities trying to do like the Shokyo thing, like a decade ago. Like, oh man, I'm really unhappy with what Nintendo's doing, guys. Like, it's like it's just not resonating with people the way it used to. And like I think most particularly like the collapse of the Pokemon hate is it's going to be a really interesting thing to witness because like people are like legit excited for ZA. That trailer was really well received and popular, and like dipshits like DSP may laugh at it, but like it shows a lot of personality and soul. And it's just salt channels. Let's talk to this asshole. Why do you give me? Okay, come on. I really want that thing, but all right. It is as fake as it can be. Yeah. Like, how exactly can you like really serious like? How can you make a videos claiming that like everything on Switch 2 is bad? It's just it just comes off as disingenuous. Like I can't take you seriously. Like I saw like he made a short talking about like Kirby Air Ride and Air Riders, and he's like, "Oh, it doesn't look that good. I would pay $50 for it, but 70 is too steep." Like nobody fucking cares. Like you Android, like nobody cares. Yeah, I'm still getting wrecked. Yeah, I don't know. Like I wasn't like super thrilled about Air Riders either, but I have like I was like mature about it where I'm just like, oh, I'll just play something else. Like if I don't like it, like I'll just play something else. Like you don't really see that with like these YouTubers where they just like nitpick everything. It's just positively absurd. Yeah, I've now spent a day of my life playing SMT5. Ugh, I don't know. Have you ever thought about that? That you spend like days of your life just playing video games? I mean, I enjoy it, so it's not really. It's something I've come to terms with all the time. Like, what else am I gonna do, really? I'm working hard and doing like personal stuff. So yeah, we'll probably like stop playing this for a bit, so we can get through Kirby. Yeah, what's the next major game after Kirby? Yeah, Silk Song. I actually canceled my pre-orders for Demon X Machina and Shinobi. Like, Silk Song is gonna be so much better than both those games. Like, I hope Demon X Machina fucking bombs. Like, I hope Marvelous goes out of business. I agree. Yeah, because like Air Riders, like it clearly has an audience. Like Air Ride has an audience, right? Like you don't have to be like it's super into every Nintendo game that comes out, right? Like I talked about this before about how like it's very important to have like different audiences on your platform. PlayStation and Xbox fans all play the same things, but Nintendo is like a lot more diverse. And that's kind of why like there's such a weird like spectrum of people who like love Air Riders, who are really hyped for it, and people who don't care for it, and like yeah, because it's just like that's how it should work, Like we all should have our favorites. Elden Dingling? No, I'm not. I mean, I'm excited for like people to like stop pretending as if that game is good. Because like I think that's all that this port is going to result in is that like people are going to stop like acting like it's the goat. Like it's going to get mogged by Zelda. It's not really going to. It's not going to get new fans on Switch 2. Is like kind of my take on it. Like I think most people buying it on Switch 2 are just like will just be shitters like complaining about the performance or people who are curious about it. Like I don't see it being like some huge thing. Like just like the original release. Like it's not going to be some big thing. Like what I'm interested in is like seeing how Dustbloods does because Dustbloods might usher in the age of dark for FromSoft. So yeah, Elden Ring is overrated and FromSoft is ass at optimizing and all. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, remember
I
when like
agree.
people complained about how Dark Souls looked on Switch One? Yeah, wasn't there like a huge cope about how like it was about how it wasn't really the remastered version of the game, which is like obviously insanely stupid, but it's a Valkyrie. Hello. So are there some of the demons fighting for the angels? I don't know how this works. I guess not. 'Cause I think like they're all like designed to be with their own alignment. Let's look at our party. What do we have? We haven't looked at our party in a while. Status. Okay, lore. An indigenous god of the Shinamo region from before the forces of Yamato occupied the land. Dark Law. What the fuck is Dark Law? One of the 72 demons of the Goetia. Dark Neutral. Yeah, the Grim Reaper. Anubis, yeah, Egyptian. Light Neutral. Succubus. Neutral Chaos. In reality, there are ugly old hags. Oh no. She's ugly, bro. Tengu, hang on. If it's fully on cart, I doubt it will be. Like it is a Namco Bandai game. I don't think they're doing shit. Why are these areas so the hell is that thing? Why are they riding around like idiots? Like I don't understand how the where are we going? Where's the map? I think I ended up back in the opening area. Max out the social links. I mean, she died on me, so I think I lost them all. Okay. Uh, yeah, I'm enjoying this game, but boy, is it rough. SMT5 or Persona 5? Uh, I legit think this does have a better story. Because like I actually am piecing together the themes and the ideas. Like it's like Dark Souls, where like NPCs randomly give like information about the plot, the lore. So I'm starting to get the feel of it, and I really love the vibe for this. I do. Like in general, I'm a way bigger SMT fan than Persona. Okay. Better waifus. MK collection. Yeah, we gotta play. We have got to play MK collection when it comes out, like online. Like we gotta have a real life Mortal Kombat tournament. Yeah, I haven't played two in a while. Especially not like a more modern version of it with online play. I have it on like Mortal Kombat Trilogy. Uh and I miss my physical card. It was given away. So like I haven't had it on physical since. But like yeah, I love MK2. It's one of my favorite Super Nintendo games. Like probably one of my favorite third party Nintendo games ever, actually. Um a Teenage Boy's Fantasy. Can't say I disagree. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I feel like this is not like an SMT game you want to start with. Like, I feel like four is probably a better entry point. I don't know. I guess there aren't any really good entry points because the games are also uh, like hardcore. An elec nullifying barrier. I don't think any of my moves even have electricity based attacks. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna make a little bit of progress a day. I think. Was SMT one? I don't know what SMT one is. I think two was on a Super Famicom, but I don't know. Five is the entry point. Well, it's not. I don't consider Persona like SMT games because they're so radically different. Like they don't have anything to do with them. Like they have like superficial similarities, but like it just wait, is that Oberon? I thought he was on our side. RE0 isn't bad. Yeah, I do need to play that. I need to play RE in general. They need to put that on NSO. The same map layout thing. They should like older Persona games were like SMT games, but Persona 5 got rid of that. So like I think Persona 5 should be considered its own thing. Like they don't it doesn't make much sense that they coexist in the same universe. I don't know. I think we're gonna be playing a lot of SMT in the future. Yeah, I'm gonna play Rido after this. Yeah, what else is confirmed to be coming to Switch 2 in the near future? Is 9 coming? I thought we heard a rumor that like Resident Evil 9 was coming. Do we know? Yeah, where's Resident Evil 7 and 8 Capcom? I know. Yeah, yeah, I've said the same thing about Sunshine. Yeah, I enhanced summon. Yeah, let's look at the mirrors and see if we miracles and see if we got anything.
Aha.
Yeah, Sunshine is a really interesting game because it was super unpopular
Welcome
when
to
it
the
came out,
world
but
of
it's like it's really endured. I would say like DK64 as well. Like that game is still relevant today. And like I don't think people would have thought it would be at the time. Okay, let's see. Knowledge of tools allows your demons to use items during battle. Why
you
were they
wish
not
to
able to do
learn
that to begin
this.
with? Ooh. If a demon's mood sours mid negotiation, they may forgive you. Okay. It may forgive you.
You wish to you wish to learn.
Who popularized DK64 on 8? It was game journals. Like they were the ones releasing those crazy statements about how the game was too bloated and there were too many things to collect. It doesn't make any sense. Like if you really think about it, especially seeing how popular the game is today. Oh, I can get that myself. Ah, but that's worse than what I have already. Loki. That's too powerful. Fafner. Everything is too high level. Yeah, we're going to keep with what we have.
Return when you have got.
Loki. Wait, who used that persona? It was a catchy, wasn't it? I am thou art I. Okay. And by the way, I've been watching Psyche K, and there is a character in it named Akechi, who basically is a detective. He has like a detective guardian spirit, and I'm just kind of like, wow. I don't know. Psyche K, man, I still like the show, but like, boy, has season two not been as good as the first. Like it just doesn't feel as funny. Like I feel like in the original, like it was just nonstop, just amazing, just shit happening all the time. And now it's like I feel like the best parts of this show is when like new characters are introduced and they like interact with like the other characters. Like it feels like they have so many characters, and yet they don't really feel like they properly utilize them at all. Like it's just I don't know. It's kind of complicated. Like I loved that like first show. I don't know. It gets kind of creepy like sometimes with like some of the shit that happens. I don't know. There are some like amazing moments though. When like Terahashi meets his brother for the first time, and he just destroys her. That was like a 10 out of 10 anime moment. Like I did not see that coming. I was so taken aback by it. I don't know. Like the character building stuff is. It's like the character building stuff that's really good. It's like it doesn't want to be a comedy. Like, it feels like it takes itself too seriously sometimes. And that worked in the first season, but like in critical moments. But now they just kind of chicken farming. Yeah, I've thought about it, but I don't know. I don't have time for it. I don't like the idea of picking up a skill like that. I'm way too busy doing what I'm doing now. And like I want to do stuff like that and grow vegetables, but like I really got to focus on my career. Like I can't really like take time to do something like that. I'd like there are lots of things I want to do, but it's like, okay, what's actually practical for me right now? I do think that like focusing on like the books and like popularizing them and like building my fan base online is what I really, really need to do right now. I feel like that should be my priority, and I'm kind of worried I'm not doing enough at that. So yeah, I want to do it, but it's like Breaking Bad. Yeah, I still haven't seen it. Like I started once I get through Psyche K, I'm gonna have to find another show to watch. So I don't know. Breaking Bad is on the list, so I might get to watch it. Maybe I don't know. I started watching like Kinnikuman instead. It's like it's the show that like it's some anime series about wrestlers. So I started watching that instead, and it's like one of those really shitty like recap episodes, like where they just explain like the series up to this point. And I'm just kind of watching it, kind of pissed off about it, like just get to the actual show. But I started getting into it. Like I guess like that's why that exists for people like me who just like randomly watch this fucking show. Who watches TV now that it's not anime? Like there's very little like live action shows I want to watch. I have like heaps and heaps of anime I want to watch, but like nothing like live action. I'd watch Chernobyl. Like that's one of the shows. I mean, there's a couple of things I want to watch, like Breaking Bad. I want to try Lost. But yeah, like I think in general, like American live action TV is just shit. Like I remember when like some chick at work like started like I don't know like obsessing over Psych, and so like I watched like I don't know she tried like talking me into it, and like she explained the premise like I think like his mom had like a photographic memory. Like what was his dad's like it was just like really stupid, and like I told her like it was stupid. Like I don't know. Like I'm very tired of like normies acting as if like live action TV is like in any way like noteworthy or interesting. Like I think films are
Listen well.
way better. I don't know. There's some TV I like. Like I love classic Columbo. It's like one of my favorite things right now.
Pardon me.
Yeah, I want to watch Twin Peaks and stuff like that. Yeah.
Come again?
Seek him there. Wow. He referred to the angel by an actual proper pronoun of his last point of contact. Yeah, I think they try to tell you these days that like angels are genderless, that they're technically non-binary.
Well then.
Uh,
Well then.
Akihabara, yeah, it's a real draft. Like all the areas
Well
in this
then.
are like post-apocalyptic Japan. So yeah, this is
What?
Ah,
I'm surprised nothing gets him considering how hardcore this game is. Yeah, I feel like people it's like with games, like people don't watch good stuff. Like they only want like just just bullshit that they can like jump in and out of whenever. And I guess that makes sense. Like as I get older and I kind of settle into my adult life, I do want to spend more time like going outside and doing things. Like it's not like it was when I was a kid, when I was like in the middle of nowhere all the time, being dragged to fucking baseball games. It's like it's just not gonna I'm just never gonna be that like tied down ever again. Like not even when I'm fucking dying will that be true. Yeah, I don't think I've ever talked about the baseball thing, but oops. A human wearing an officer's cap. Yeah, odd how like this doesn't use they them pronouns when like the rest of the demons are. Like what you should be referring to demons as it's specifically. Okay, hang on. Sweet. Akihabara. This is Futaba's favorite place, and now it's post-apocalyptic and shitty.
Young man,
A human wearing an officer's cap. Gee, I wonder who that could be. So are we gonna see like my girl Miwa again? Fucking Rida. Oh hell yeah.
oh well. We meet again. It appears you've made quite a name for yourself
Why is she
amidst
so
all
hot?
this mess.
Okay.
And yet, as touching as this little reunion is,
we're not here to talk. Even after everything we told you, you're still content to be pawns in Bethel's game.
Like, what did you tell?
I don't know what you see in him. Just watch, and he'll die like any other demon.
You can see we're a bit divided on this matter. Would you be so kind as to prove my point?
Okay. Okay. Is that Rhino? Yeah, I said the same thing. That's fucking Rhino. That's 100% Rhino. He has the hat and like the cape and everything. Like that's fucking Rhino. Okay. Yeah, his name's Yakumo, which I fucking love. If you're a Killer 7 fan, that should mean something to you. Yeah, so he's strong against physical attacks. Yeah, I think I need a more magic based team. Yeah, I'm gonna switch out Macabre. No, wait, no, he's one of the good ones. Shit. Okay, hang on. Who do I have? Anubis Strikers. I think Anubis knows a Dark Spell or two. I should have switched out Osei too. Yeah, Macabre is my best guy. Why did I want to switch him out? Okay. I guess we'll switch in Succubus.
Your turn. Go!
There.
Oh damn, did he one-shot her?
Oh.
That was nuts. Okay, I guess Succubus kind of sucks, but I mean, it is the name. She does kind of suck. Okay, change. Okay, who do we have? I guess we're gonna try Mushima. I kind of miss Pravati. She was such a great healer, but I guess she was like under
You
level.
owe me.
Okay, force attack. Reflects a physical. Okay, let's. Yeah, we'll just do that because it's pretty reliant on physical attacks. Okay, diorama. Yeah, I have to heal every turn. Yeah, next turn we're gonna use the critical combo. So this is like, yeah, I wish I had one more demon that was good, but I mean, I guess we have two. Yeah, this is what. Oh shit! Yeah, he killed. Damn it. Okay, so much for having two, huh? Yeah, by the looks of it, we're gonna have to grind a little bit.
Let's go.
Oh, okay, this might actually work. Oh, oh, that was a resist. Okay. Uh, I guess we
Your
get
turn.
Ose back
Go.
out.
There. Not half bad.
Yeah, Dark Sword is not actually a dark attack. That was kind of.
There. Ha!
Yeah, I didn't think I'd. Yeah, I didn't think I'd win that the first try. You never win like these fights the first try. Yeah, so we have to get dark. Okay. So you just wander around in this game until you find a boss fight, and then you just grind until you can beat it, and then you continue. It's like, really? And can you actually get Nua? Surely you can later on, right? Yeah, we've been playing for an hour. Yeah, nothing but this tonight. Get rid of it. I don't have this. Maybe this will be a good demon to add to my collection. Special. Yeah, they'll always do something different. Like you can never trust. Yeah, I wonder if this is gonna go. Yeah, I'm addicted to like getting every new demon I see. Because even if you don't like it, you can fuse it. So, the hell is this? Okay. Okay. What was that? Okay. Oh, come on. Really? Taiwan. Okay. What level am I gonna be at when I level up? I'm at 45. Okay. Yeah, maybe I should go back to old areas and do like side quests. That might be fun. Yeah, Yakumo's so high level, I feel like.
Well,
Yoshizune. Okay. Succubus Orthus. Okay. That is actually a good fusion. Okay. Okay, it's the same stats no matter what you.
is this demon?
Okay. Yeah, Yoshizune. Okay, cool, cool. Hanuman. Isis. Yeah, I'll be able to get Isis once I level up, which is very soon actually. Yep. Well, yes, we're getting ready to get some cool new demons. I'm so excited. One person in Persona 5. Well, you should because Makoto is the only person worth talking to. She's the only actual human being in the cast. Okay. Okay. Hello. I want to see some demons. And it's been such a long time since I've been in this starter area. Wait, is the gate? Do the monsters level up with you? No, this is a low level one, isn't it? No. How'd they attack first? Oh. Uh. The nightmare was me.
see. Wonderful. Let's see.
There's still humans out here? What?
Yo.
Really? Like they haven't even left the forest yet? She's still here?
Oh, right. Oh, right.
Bad.
That's right.
Why the hell are they not back yet? I'm kind of confused. But yeah, Aiden was kidnapped, and I wanted to like go save her. Oh. Rise the next sun dead. Okay. Isis. Yeah, so this is Egyptian stuff. I'm not super familiar with Egyptian culture.
Not a runaway juggernaut. And here's the bigger picture. Nintendo is repeating history. They're banking on nostalgia, banking on loyalty, and assuming that people will just accept less power, weaker third-party support, and higher prices because it's Nintendo.
Oh yeah, yeah. Higher prices that compared to what? Like what video game console on the market right now is cheaper than a Switch 2? Like what is with people acting as if like Steam Deck is more affordable? That's not fucking true. Like PS5 Pro is not more affordable. Like what is more affordable than a Switch 2? It doesn't make any sense. It's just a giant co. Uh, okay. I love this area. It's gorgeous. That guy is a joke, yeah. He's like the shining example as to like what's wrong with Nintendo Switch 2 critics right now. Like he really thinks he's got something cooking there and it just kind of fell apart. Okay. From Loki's home in the mountains. So where the fuck is he? So who is Aiden? I don't. Is this actual like Norse mythology shit that I'm not familiar with? I am not familiar with Norse at all. You're gonna die. Yeah, sure, chicken. Like, what's with like the Harry Potter design for the basilisk? It's way different than like the Japanese designs we see. Are these like more accurate? Yeah, Yoshizune is badass. Yeah, I want to help Aiden because like she helped me earlier. She was the one who gave us the golden apples, or like told us where to find them. I pay my respects to the gods. Ooh. 60 glory. Yeah, we should look at some more miracles. Yeah, even if you don't get experience, you can find glory and like do some side quests. There's lots of stuff. Uh, fuck is the fuck was that? Yeah, let's try it. Oh damn! Yeah, I thought it was gonna be a super boss, but I guess it is. But like, I'm so OP at this point. Postal 2, I don't know what that is. I don't give a fuck about Western slot. You know what I want to hear about? I want to hear about Dragon Quest Monsters: The Dark Prince 2. Like that's what I want to talk. That's what I want to hear about. Yeah, is it a meme game? I imagine. Yeah, what other SMT games are on Switch? I guess we could just look real quick. Uh, yeah, Five Vengeance, Persona 4 Golden, Nocturne, 3 Portable, Persona Collection. Yeah, so there's a bunch of Persona and like I don't know, SMT3 is kind of nice. They don't have any of the spin-offs. Well, they have Raito. Why is it? Yeah, SMT isn't on. Okay, they're probably just releasing them under different. They're probably not like throwing the Shin Megami label and everything anymore. I'll try Atlas. Death Stranding. Probably when like they put it on Switch or Ed Train Odyssey. That's an Atlas game? I thought it was a Sega thing. Oh yeah. Sega owns Atlas. Uh, Unicorn Overlord. Yeah, it's based Ed Train Odyssey. Blaze Blue. Persona 3 Reload. Yeah, there's not that many options. Yeah, SMT3 is nice, but like other than that, yeah, I guess we're gonna get three after this. Well, three after I beat four. I think I'll do that off stream, but got him. So what does beating that asshole do? Does it unlock like? Can you unlock them as a fusion after you beat him? I think that's how that works. The fuck is that?
Hey,
Yeah, Death Stranding. Yeah, like I'm probably one of the best equipped to like kind of debunk the notion that that game has a good story because that's what I keep hearing people say is that like, well, the game sucks, but Kojima, he's a storyteller. Like, no, he really fucking isn't. like, like I don't know. Oh fuck, I should have put something. Yeah, I think I'm ready to call it quits because of this. Uh, and what do you guys think, Chibi Robo? Going from like this to like Chibi Robo is like such a weird experience because like the games are so radically different. Yeah, I have a very hard time believing that like SMT4 isn't better than this. Like I think people know what they're talking about when they say this game. It's not great. And it's weird because like a lot of like the technical aspects are great, like the character models, like the animations, the gameplay, like all of that's fantastic. Like the issue with it is like just the fact that like it's such a minimalistic RPG. Like it really expects you to just spend all your time just grinding and getting better demons. Persona 5 without the heart, you know. Why the fuck are there like vending machines in the middle of nowhere? So like Loki's supposedly up in the mountains somewhere, but like that's so vague about like where he is exactly. Oh, that's right. Yeah, we need to beat Mega Man, don't we? Yeah, I might have to look at my guide to see where she is because I have no idea what I'm doing. I think that's what we're gonna do next time. Yeah, 25 hours in. Yeah, we're really getting into this, huh? We put like quite a lot of time into it this session. I I hope that like at some point we actually do beat it. Um, like I think it's gonna be a really interesting game to talk about. So last time on Mega Man 9, we actually did beat the Robot Masters, and we did get to the final stage. So yeah, Wily being the asshole. I can't believe they reused the Mega Man 2 castle. I mean, Mega Man doesn't usually reuse its concepts like that. So like, if this didn't work the first time, why is he doing it again? The music's not as good either. Best Mega Man. I think this one actually, yeah. Like this is the best one I've played. I think it has like the best usage of the powers and the best level design, best boss fights. Yeah, I think this is the best by far, and not by like an insignificant amount. I think it's. I don't know. We still have to play 10 and 11, but I can't imagine those are as good as this. This is just peak, you know. Like this really understands like what made Mega Man great and really emphasizes that. Like really just demonstrates that for everyone. Better than two, yeah, way better than two. I think of two as one of the most overrated games on NES. Actually, like I think four is way better. I think one and four are both way better. Yeah, two is like it's a really interesting game because I think it's one of the most overhyped games on the console. Like everyone says it's one of the all-time greats, and I find it really unbalanced and annoying. There are definitely iconic things about it, like the music specifically, but yeah, I don't think the level design is as good as what you see in like later on. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I ran out of energy. Yeah, the music is killer in 2. Like, I love music in 2. Like, the music in 2 is iconic, but, like, other than that, like, yeah, I don't think it's the best. What I'm curious about is how the Game Boy games hold up, because I got through Mega Man 1 on Game Boy. I got to the end. One of these days I'll finish it. And, like, I really thought it was genuinely good. Like, I really liked it. I think for me, I've been, like, kind of burned out on Mega Man because, like, just getting through all these games has been a nightmare. I don't like all of them, right? So it's just been kind of weird. Like, I feel like most people just stick with the ones they really like, and that makes them like a Mega Man fan. So like NES boomers just play Mega Man 2 and 3. Like, it's really common for them not to play like 4, 5, and 6 much at all. And like I think 4 specifically is way better than 2 and 3. 5 and 6 are garbage. Now I am not a fan of Mega Man 3. I think Mega Man 3 is one of the worst ones actually. Well, the worst of the original trilogy. Man, I just hate everything about it, like the snake gun and like the stupid the goofy looking final boss. I just hate it. Yeah, sub fandoms. Yeah, yeah. I'm all over the place myself. Like, I like 1 and 4. I like X and X2. I like Battle Network. Speaking of Battle Network, I really had to finish it. Man, yeah, I love Battle Network, but boy, is it like a slog to get through because of how the dungeons work. Or like the areas work in it. I just like, man, I'm just so tired of like how grindy it is. It's so frustrating, especially because I just love the game in general. It really feels like you're playing like a 4 kids anime. Mega Man fans only like one game. Yeah, that tends to be true. I don't know. Mega Man has more credibility than DMC though. Like, you don't see Mega Man fans like shit talking other IPs really the way that like DMC fans do. Like, I've seen like Mega Man fans imply that like uh Mario is way more hard. Mega Man is way more hardcore than Mario like once in my life. Like, it's not really a common thing, I think. Yeah, they really nerfed the rush strat in those. DMC most overrated video game series ever. Yeah, for sure, it's up there. Wait, what? The hell is that? Why is it not shooting? Oh, I'm pressing the A button. Okay, yeah, you're supposed to press the Y button. Yeah, okay. Wow, that was dumb. Okay. That is exactly like the Leaf Shield. Okay, the Light Trident does it. Okay. And knowing this game, you're probably gonna have to use all the power-ups to get through this. 0? Like X3 or X4, yeah. Oh, PS2. PS2, yeah, it's probably like Mega Man X8 or something. Shit, like crazy like that. Like, nobody gives a shit about like Mega Man X after like X3, like 4, because like they just got progressively worse and more ridiculous. People don't really talk about that, but the PlayStation era of like X is awful. Like, the games really became like overly convoluted and just made no sense. Like, I don't know. I've never finished any of them, but like every time I try, it's like, what the fuck am I playing? Like, the Super Nintendo ones are way better. Oh, not so much X3. Like X3 is kind of this. Way too many. Yeah, it's crazy how milk the IP was, because you can look at like the sales numbers. It was not. It was never a big seller. So like I really don't know why they pumped out so many of them. They must have been like really cheap to make or something, but Like, why the fuck are there 6 Mega Man games in the NES? Like, what? Like, I knew a lot of people who had Mega Man games on like Game Boy Advance, and I don't think anybody ever beat them because, like, I remember I told this story before where like this guy I know like had Mega Man Zero 2 growing up, and I would watch him like play that desert stage over and over again, like at the beginning of the game, and then he comes to me like in high school and he's like, yeah, I never beat it, and like he never got past that fucking stage. Because like kids aren't beating fucking Mega Man Zero 2. It's like it's way too hard. Like, I don't know what it is with Capcom and their difficulty, but like fucking Mega Man Zero and like Resident Evil is just insane. I don't know. Some of the hardest games I've ever played personally. I don't know if I'll ever beat any of them. I mean, I'm not a Zero fan. I stopped at like Zero 2, I think. Zero just I don't know. Zero just felt like bizarre to me. Oop. And it's a shame too, because I grew up playing like Mega Man ZX, which is finishable. I did not have a problem finishing ZX actually. Yeah, ZX was like heavily casualized. It's more Metroid-like. Um, yeah, I used to love ZX as a kid, so it's kind of weird looking back on it now, as how it's like one of those games I just don't give a shit about. Um, like I don't, I guess Mega Man just isn't that good of a property. Like in the long and short of it. It's like I grew up playing these games, and I just don't really have that much attachment to them. And I keep playing them because they're supposedly one of the greats, but like I just don't see it. Like I really feel like Inafune was the problem because like he created his Mary Sue Zero. Like the series, like that's when it really fell off was when like Zero was introduced and like started being used as a main character. He was like Kiji Inafune's like boy. Like people don't really see it that way because Zero's actually a pretty popular character because of his role in X, but it's just yeah, I like Zero as a character for sure. It's just for me, it's yeah, Battle Network is fantastic. Battle Network is legit like my favorite Mega Man thing ever. It's so good. Like I don't know how much you would like it if you're like over the age of 10, but like if you're a kid playing, it's an insanely creative RPG. There's nothing else like it out there. Like it's so much fun. Like I said, it's like playing a 4Kids anime. Like you're a 10-year-old kid with your cool like robot navs that lets you navigate the internet and you fight viruses, and like terrorists keep like fucking with like everything is connected to the internet, right? So like terrorists keep like trying to like fuck with planes and like the water supply and shit like that by messing with the programs. And so you have to go in there. Like you always have these really cool, like amazing setups for oh fuck. You always have these really cool, like amazing setups for like arcs and things that are going on. And you get like real payoffs and you get to spend time with so many fun characters. It's fantastic. It really captures that vibe of like the 2000s of what things were like back then. I think like anime culture, it really feels like that. It's just I was like my mind was blown when I played it for the first time, and I've only ever finished the first. I've never done the sequels, and I'm told that like the first actually isn't that good. So holy shit, kind of like Digimon. Uh, I guess yeah. You have a partner, Mega Man. It's not really like Digimon because they're not monsters, but yeah, what the hell am I supposed to do here? I'm genuinely confused. Okay, I guess you just Rush jump. Is Rush supposed to be named after that band Rush? Who I hate because, like, when I worked at that pizza place, like, the manager there would always fucking play that stupid song. I will choose free will. Like, Like I fucking hate them for that reason. Yeah, fucking hated that retard. Yeah, I hate that more. I hate that guy more than like the guy who fired me. Like if that tells you anything. What the hell is this? What am I looking at? What the hell is this? P-ball, C-shot, arc oil, satellite? I know, like, how does Nintendo milk Mario really? Like, it's not really a thing at all. I can't figure this out. What am I supposed to do? Yeah, there's no time. Like, I don't under, I don't understand what you're supposed to do. Like, I really don't know what you're supposed to do there. Yeah, I've been filtered. Companies can't milk their games. Yeah, yeah, it does feel like there's a lot less of that. I mean, like it looks different than it used to. Like these days, Capcom is milking like Street Fighter 6 DLC by like throwing Chun Li in bikini. What does like bikini Chun Li look like? Because people said it was like a gooner fuel, and I doubt it's that bad. Yeah, people keep saying Street Fighter 6 is super fan servicey, and I'm just like, really? What are you talking about? Like I don't see it that way at all. Is Ingrid in the game yet? I kind of wanted to go back to it and play. I want to play Ingrid. I'm gonna have to like get the a third season in a swimsuits like Persona 5. Yeah, with actual adult females. Like how does Atlas get away with that? Like whoring out their teenage characters. Tee Joker Kun. I can't wait for you to take us all to the prom while Ryuji just sits at home and I don't know with his mom. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's I guess Persona is like a kid's game, but like that's one of the things that confused me about 5 when it came out is that like why is it rated M? Like you could easily cut out like all the weird like violent aspects from 5 and it would be perfect. Like why is it rated M? Was that just so like Westerners would take it more seriously? Like I don't understand why it's rated M. Our 30-year-old men, yeah. Yeah, do high schoolers actually play Persona? I can't imagine they do, because like they would end up feeling like inadequate. Because like, Joker is nothing like actual high schoolers. No high schoolers playing Persona. Yeah, I wonder about that. I really wonder. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Okay, what do we have? M-Buster, M-Bazooka, M-Chaser, B-Bomb, T-Blow, J-Satellite, Well, like no, yeah, yeah, I can use the bounce to get up there. That's not the issue. The issue is that there's so many like fucking lasers in the way that I can't. There's no time to do it. But like I don't think it's timeable. And see, like there's no point where like there's an opening for all three of them. When you first get up there. Yeah, I don't see anything. Oh shit! Well, even on the first floor, it's brutal. Am I missing a power up? Yeah. Yeah, I was wondering about that. Like, what was I missing? Yeah, maybe I need that to proceed. I don't know. Yeah, I think we might have to whip out a guide for this. Yeah, I think we're gonna try to do it when we first get up there. Ah, shit! Yeah, I think that's it too. Yeah, I think that's what I'm supposed to do. But yeah, we'll try. It does, yeah. There's so many moments like that in this game that like it does feel kind of bullshit. Like that's kind of my one complaint about it is that like it does feel like a little bit too much at certain points. Like I'm told that like Japanese audiences were really put off by how hard it was, and I can see why. It's a valid complaint. Like unless you're like a hardcore fan, you're not gonna love this. Yeah, it's bad. Remember in Mega Man 1 where like you have to backtrack to an old stage to get like a power up so you can beat it? Like or like 2 with the cannons that you need the crash bomb for and you have to like save your ammo to get through it and like go through it and like the exactly. No, actually, is it even possible to do on your first try and you have to come back and like reload? You save like the SP. Well, I'm not a plebeian. Two is a two is a lot easier than people realize. Like two is not hard. I beat it recently, so like I don't think I've never thought two was hard. Yeah, it had a reputation for being a really hard game back in the day, but I don't think so. Like Zelda 2 is way harder. Like yeah, Zelda 1 and 2 are way harder, huh? Yeah, it really isn't. Yeah. Most people say, most people who say it's hard were like grew up with it. I think if you're like if you play it with like more of a video game skill set, it's not that bad. And plus there's issues like beating it with you know having the right power in the right order. I don't know why the rush jet is so shit. It was not this bad in 3. And Mega Man Legends is impossible. I've never played Mega Man Legends. I know nothing about it. Yeah, like Mega Man 64 is like a port of Legends, right? So maybe we'll get it one of these days. I don't know. Yeah, that hasn't been released in a collection yet, has it? Mega Man Legend, like yeah. What Mega Man games haven't been re-released? Because they've done the originals, they've done X. Yeah, Legends is one. I think Mega Man Base is another one. Another. I swear I saw that game on Sega Genesis growing up, but it's actually a Game Boy Advance game. Am I like an idiot? Because I swear somebody like I swear I saw like a Sega Genesis version of that game at one point. Yeah, I'm curious what like all. Yeah, it was a really weird situation because like this guy had a bunch of old Sega Genesis games behind his TV, but for some reason no console. So I would see shit like yeah, Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and yeah, I don't remember what else he had. Like that's the first time I've seen like I've never seen a lot of Sega Genesis stuff. So yeah, I really wonder what he had. Got him. Okay. Yeah, easy peasy. Oh, come on, really? Okay. Yeah, I knew there was a trick to it. I don't think I can get down from there. Ah, shit. Yeah, I think it was just 3 and Knuckles. Yeah, I don't remember exactly what it was. Okay. Yeah, how are you supposed to do? Yeah, this game is just fucking with me at this point. Like, it's just like one of the most bullshit things I think I've seen in any game ever. Like, what the hell am I looking at? And do you think I could run over here and leave the dog out and then jump out? Do you think I could like avoid it and then just? Okay, okay. So I think you're supposed to jump up, jump back down, and like use the dog to freeze them with concrete. I can do that. It didn't work when I tried it. Yeah, I did try to do that, but use the Capcom code. Yeah, how about I just stop sucking shit? But yeah, I've had a blast with this game. It's so good. Yeah, Mega Man 10 and Mega Man 9 and Mega Man 10. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does, but I don't use them because I'm not a pleb. Imagine using save states in Mega Man. What kind of like casual would do that? Yeah, it's pretty rough. The game is not easy. It's yeah, one of the rougher games I've played lately. Like I've been really struggling with this for a long time. Like I could not get past like the first couple stages. I don't know, like I feel like that's the worst period in a Mega Man game where like you have the stage select screen and you have no idea like which one you should get next. You have no idea what the weaknesses are and what you can be because like there's always a stage you're supposed to do first, and like I would just do that first, but it's just like it's not obvious usually. Reminds me of Cuphead way too hard. It's better than Cuphead. Yeah, Cuphead's not that good, honestly. Let's be real. Cuphead is like all style and no substance. Well, I don't want to say no substance, but it's not great. I still haven't beaten all the bosses in the DLC. Um, yeah, I wish I had someone to play Cuphead with. I went through the entire thing by myself, and it was kind of a disappointing experience. I feel like if you play with someone else, it's way better because you actually can appreciate like the artistry and make jokes about it. Like I want to play Cuphead. Cool indie game, man. Yeah. I mean, it's good by indie game standards. Definitely not as good as Hollow Knight, though. Yeah, Silksong's coming out in the 4th. It's the next major game I'm gonna get for Switch 2. Actually, no. Yeah, I'm getting Kirby first. Well, I've already gotten it. You have to wait for the release date. Yeah, when you get through this game, you really master it, huh? Persona 5, yeah, I agree. Silksong hype? I think so, but we'll have to wait and see. Sweet Baby did consult on it, so it's very possible it has like some weird subversive messaging to it. I don't know. I imagine it's gonna be like easily ignorable considering like what the original was like. Unless they do something drastic like turn Hornet gay, which I doubt. Like, oh shit, you can't do it. You don't jump high enough. It's cooked, yeah. I don't know, like I don't know. This is gonna be the first like game I know is Sweet Baby consulted that I am gonna pick up. So I'm very interested in how that's gonna affect it. Like, I very well may be the first person to give the game a negative review. We'll see. Um, like, I'm pretty much the only one who's like talking about this going into it. So, uh, oh, that's right, Concrete Shot. Yeah, okay, it does work. Okay. I don't know how I would have ever figured that out. But okay. Yeah, I love it when like the games force you to use all the powers at the end. Okay. What the hell is this? What the fuck is this? What? It is a fucking portal. Like I said, they throw great gimmicks at you up until the very end. Okay, whoops. Gee, I wonder what I'm supposed to do here. I feel like they're running out of ideas. Come on, Wiley, is that the best you got? Like, who'd you hire to design this? Design the second half of this stage? Okay. What was the point of that like portal thing? Maybe they'll come back later, but. Okay, what's this gimmick? It's the gimmick. Okay, so you just. It's like that. It's like a Mega Man equivalent of that like boss in Yoshi's Island where you have to like the flower pot boss. Like it's exactly like that. Ah shit. Maybe the bazooka will do it better. I don't know. What a weird gimmicky boss. We got him. Okay, we beat it just barely. All right. Dr. Wily hired the legend himself. What legend? Ghosts and Goblins. I mean, they Ghosts and Goblins like they did a remake of it a while back. I don't know. I really wanted to get into Ghosts and Goblins like a while back, but I just can't do it. I just wasn't able to do it. I mean, I got past the first stage, you know, I feel like I could do it, but it's just like for me, it's just I feel like at this point in my life, like I'm just kind of done with like the NES style. I just don't enjoy it anymore. It doesn't feel like gaming history. It just feels like a slog to me. Like I don't know. Like I wasn't enjoying it when I tried to play through it. It is, yeah. Like I've been talking about this a lot. It feels like a lot of the really retro stuff, like the NES and some of the more obscure Super Nintendo stuff. Like it feels like it's not really part of like the culture the way it used to be. Like these days, people are nostalgic for like Grand Theft Auto 4 and shit like that, like San Andreas and like the PS2 GameCube era stuff, right? So like it just feels as if I don't know, Ghosts and Goblins is just kind of. I hate to say like it's been forgotten because that's not really true, but it's like at the same time it's not like what it once was, you know. It's and I think that's perfectly normal. I mean, we brought it up the other day when like we were talking about Ninja Gaiden because like Ragebound makes you like play through the entire game again on hard mode to beat it, and I was just like, this is exactly like Ghosts and Goblins. Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah. Like I really wonder if like kids are like are still enthusiastic about like Ocarina of Time or whatever. Like I don't know, we were into it like even when like it was fairly old, like a decade after the fact. Well, not a decade, but like 5, 6 years. So like I don't know, it probably has a fall. Like if you're into Twilight Princess, like surely you're not. I don't know. I haven't been around like any younger Nintendo fans, so I don't really know. Like I really wonder how they even network with fans because like the way the direct like everyone loves the direct format, but like I'm what I wonder is like how do kids discover games? Like I just is it through the news cycle or what? Because I feel like a lot of this shit that like just gets completely overlooked unless you're like actively searching it out. How the fuck did I like overlook those? The fuck? Why am I not able to get through that? You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, nobody talks enough about how Nintendo annihilated. Yeah, they'll try to tell you that the Wii was a failure. Like that's what like my the guy who knocked up my cousin tried to tell us is that the Wii was a failure, and I'm just like, "Ah, you fucking zoomer. It's like, come on. Like it's weird how that's like legit. Like the mainstream consensus is that the Wii was like this flop outside of like the initial hype cycle. It just isn't true. And they conveniently like ignore the DS and all that. Like I feel like that era is when like Pokemon really established itself as like a brand that was like evergreen. Because I think up to that point there was that like mindset that it was like a dying fad, and then like Soul Silver came out and it became mainstream again. So. No one played on PS3. Yeah, it's crazy that like Persona 5 is technically a PS3 game. We're gonna go like two whole PlayStation generations without an original Persona. Like, I hope you really like Kasumi and Royal because that's the only PS4 exclusive content you got. Wii is still great. It is, yeah. Like people still play Wii games. Like plenty of younger people will tell you Galaxy is their favorite game ever. I don't necessarily agree with that, but like I don't know. I've always been like kind of down on Galaxy. I've always felt Galaxy was kind of overhyped. 4 hours? You gotta be kidding me, really? The Wii peed on the PS3 and 60. It did, yeah. Like honestly, I feel like the Wii is what won the console war for Nintendo, and like everything that's happened since has just been like the industry just like coping about it. Because if you think about it, the Wii was when like they proved that they could like win with like more affordable hardware and like their method of play, and that's just something that like really put off like a lot of these like so-called hardcore gamers. Like they just can't accept it because like games are supposed to be like cutting edge and exciting and badass, and that's just not true. Yeah, yeah, that's what I think is that like it's mostly like the multi-blast slop, yeah. But I think if they do play Nintendo games, it's like they get really into them. What the fuck? Like, like I saw some Zoomers the other day in the gym talking about like Breath of the Wild. Like, oh, I played that a lot as a kid. Like, I think you're gonna hear a lot of that. Like Breath of the Wild is like the new iconic. Like, I played that as a kid now. So man, so much for like Nintendo games not capturing the youth. Oh, come on! How are you supposed to tell? Yeah, it's the same thing we're seeing now with like the third party on Switch 2 thing, where they try and say it's not relevant, after insisting the Wii U needed third party support. So they're jokes now, yeah. Like, who the fuck even cares that like Indiana Jones is coming to Switch 2? Like, if Halo had come to Wii, like that would have been a huge deal. But like now nobody gives a shit. Like when Halo gets ported over, and it will, like nobody's gonna give a shit. Like I'll probably like play it just so I can like make fun of it and call everybody who played it growing up like fucking spurgs. I'll never get over how like everybody I knew like obsessed over Halo and GTA and just like while I was playing good games. I still play good games actually. Like I'll never get over that. Grand Theft Auto was trashy. I don't care about Indiana Jones on Switch 2. Yeah, nobody does. Like nobody does. Like nobody cares about the Indiana Jones IP in general. It's like it's so easy to do what like Indiana Jones does better. Like in my mind, like I think in a lot of ways, like Lara Croft is kind of. I think Lara Croft is bigger than Indy if you think about it, because she's a way more popular character. Like she's been relevant way longer, and she's been in like way more stuff. She's in video games and movies. I don't know. Is that a hot take? Is Lara Croft bigger than Indy? I feel like a lot of boomers will like dispute that, but I think so. Especially these days with like Lucasfilm falling off the way they did. Like Kathleen Kennedy can't fuck with Lara Croft. Yeah, we're fighting a lot of the mini bosses again. Classic Mega Man bullshit. But I remember how to fight them all, so it's like it comes really naturally. Oh. Bigger than Han Solo, yeah. Remember all the goofy fan theories that people would come up with about how Han Solo and Indy were the same person? Wait, why was I black? What the fuck was that? Halo was at least creative. Yeah, I mean, Halo's not the worst Space Marine thing in the world. Like it tried having its own unique vibe and lore and stuff like that, but not that anybody noticed or cared. Like, do you know anybody who gives a shit about like the lore in Halo? It really is kind of like the Avatar of games in that sense. James Cameron's Avatar in games. By the way, like Avatar: The Last Airbender is 100% more popular than James Cameron's Avatar. But like, yeah, when you say Avatar, you immediately think of like The Last Airbender. You don't think of like blue Indians in space who did nothing wrong. Like, I swear, like Avatar has to be the most boomer core thing in existence. Like, it really tries pushing that myth of like the noble savage. Okay. Okay. Oop. Yeah, I was mad at that movie for cucking me as a kid, and it's kind of nice like realizing how degenerate it always was to begin with. Wait, what? What the fuck? Where am I supposed to go? How am I supposed to? Okay, how do you destroy these green things? Okay, concrete block, P-ball. No, light trident. There we go. Uh, shit. Okay, we're gonna just try to jump it. Whoa. Okay, that was close. GTA lore. Yeah, nobody gives a shit about lore or GTA. Like, maybe people remember CJ, but like, who the fuck do you even know? Like, okay, what country did Nico Bellic come from? Like, do you know without looking it up? I'm pretty sure it was Serbia, but like, yeah, if you don't know, like, I thought he was Russian because I'm an idiot. Even though he specifically said, like he says, like, I ain't Russian in the game, and when I played it, I thought he said I am Russian. So like I completely misinterpreted like this a fucking critical aspect of his character. But yeah, not that anybody gives a shit about Nico or his shitty cousin. Yeah, committed war crimes. So he was like what, a Call of Duty soldier? Who's Serbia at war with? Like, I don't know anything about the country. Would it be like part of the? Would it be part of the Soviet Union? Surely it is, right? Yugoslavia. Yeah, fucking bullshit. I can't keep all these countries straight. I'm American. They never even showed us a map. It broke up in the 90s. Yeah. So it's not even a real country anymore. It's weird how many countries have broken up since the 90s. Like Turkey has like changed its spelling now. If you I didn't know. Yeah, the Soviet Union doesn't exist anymore. Ukraine is its own country. Well, for now. Yeah, why is Putin so obsessed with getting Ukraine back? I mean, I guess it makes sense, but like at the same time, it's just Turkey is retarded. Well, like I actually support the name change because as a kid, like seeing Turkey on a map, it just makes you laugh at it because it's just like, what the fuck is this? Like, they named their country after a fucking bird. And then you like look up what their national bird is, and it's not a turkey, and you're just kind of confused. Like I don't know. I understand why they changed it. Like I'm 100% in support of like Turkey's name change because that was fucking stupid. Nobody can spell it now. Yeah, it uses those weird like dot things that nobody fucking uses. Like I was with a girl who used them once, and I still don't know what the fuck they are. Like I think Razorfist does too because he's such a hipster. Uh, Turkai. Yeah, I think it's like Turkai or something. I imagine everyone's gonna keep calling it Turkey though. Kind of like how like old people still like call Ukraine the Ukraine. It's just I remember in like Rocky like Creed 2 when like he did that. Not that I ever watched the movie. I saw it on YouTube, but like I should watch that movie by the way. I hate the idea of watching movies because I hate the idea of like investing time and attention to actors who like are just terrible people. Like Mark Hamill's a really good example, but like I don't know. I'm just so tired of these people just taking up so much like time and attention. Like I want to like the movies, but it's just like Turkey the Birdie versus Turkey the Country. What the hell was that? No, that was an invisible block. Holy shit! The boy and the heron. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. There's so much shit like right now that people try and hype up, like the Batman and stuff like that. I I am not paying to see like Edward Cullen as like a fucking like as Batman. Like I don't that's just a joke to me. I remember when like Edward Cullen versus like Batman was a joke in like the Twilight hate community, and now it's like a real thing, and it just does the Twilight hate community still exist? By the way, do people still like obsessively hate on that shit? Like I don't know. I've seen girls like read Twilight in public. I think it's still popular, but like I haven't like seen anybody like shill it in like a long time. Like I think in like serious circles it's a joke, but like for horny housewives and like I don't know, like teenagers who don't have access to porn, I guess it's still the standard. Like it was a cultural phenomenon. Like really, like real talk. That was probably like the peak of like feminism when like Twilight was popular because that was right before like Gamergate. You know, like from 2005, 2008. You know, before like the culture shock took over. Like it was everything wrong with society. Twilight is better than some of the woke Marvel shit. I don't know, man. Like, I think so. Yeah, because Twilight is at least like really funny and it has like value for like what Twilight is really good at like demonstrating what like women actually want, like what they actually care about. Like all they care about is like money and like their own like just people obsessing over them. That's it. That's what appeals to them. Like they don't really care about anything more than that. Like it's really good for that reason, I think, because it really like that really red pills you on like the reality of female nature. Don't go all MGTOW. Well, I'm not MGTOW. I'm very outspoken against MGTOW, but like that is true that like Twilight is porn for girls, and that's what they actually want. Twilight is better than the Batman. Yeah, I don't know. I have no intention of ever seeing the Batman, but I don't know. I don't know. I kind of want to see the Superman because like Gunn is kind of winning me over with like some of the stuff he's saying. Like I don't know. Like you can acknowledge the problem with women without like believing that like MGTOW is like a reliable. Like MGTOW is just male feminism at its core. Like this idea that like you don't fucking need women. It's a giant cope. It absolutely is. And like it really should be called out for what it is. Oh, fuck! How are you supposed to make that? It doesn't make any sense. What the hell was that? I'm so confused. Yeah, this game doesn't fuck around. Yeah, I think we're gonna try to beat this tomorrow. A new twerking scene. Lower the difficulty to easy? No, I don't think so. Harder than Hollow Knight? I'd say so. Yeah, I didn't struggle with Hollow Knight at all, really. I don't think you really struggle on at Hollow Knight once you like get further along and start upgrading your weapon and stuff. It's not that hard, truth be told. Like if you know what you're doing, like I don't know, it goes by really easily. Yeah, Hollow Knight's really interesting because like on a first playthrough it's really amazing, but like on repeat playthroughs when you like know like how the game works and all that stuff, it really it's oddly unreplayable for a Metroid like it's longer than like the average Metroidvania, Metroid like I should say, but like it's also not as replayable because of like of how it's structured and all that. It's unreplayable. Like, yeah, it's a lot like Persona 5 actually. Yeah, very similar. Yeah, I think I'm just bored of the game. We'll have to come back to it later. Ah, shit, we haven't played Chibi Robo yet tonight. Wow. Like, yeah, I was so focused on like beating Mega Man 9 that I forgot about Chibi Robo. So, yeah, I don't think we're gonna play anything else tonight. I think we're just gonna beat Chibi and then like play more Chibi and yeah, call it quits. Suikoden, not tonight. Yeah, Suikoden's gonna have to wait for a while because we have so many other RPGs to get through. Yeah, we're probably gonna play some more Soul Calibur 2. Is it overrated? This is the first time I've played it. I will say I think it is overrated, but like I don't think it's bad either. It's definitely a weird like adventure style game. Um, I don't know. This is definitely the kind of thing you don't see today. But but well, how do I push it though? Okay. It's overrated by Scott the Woz. Yeah, like there are a handful of Nintendo YouTubers who I would say have like hyped this up as like a great GameCube title, but like outside of that community, I don't really see a lot of people talk about this one much. Like I don't know, we have a big fan in the audience. Yeah, is Scott even still relevant? It feels like the days of him being like the big gaming YouTuber are over. Hey y'all, Scott here. Like I don't know. I mean, I hate Scott with a passion. Always have. They're cringe. Yeah. Am I the only like non-cringe like Nintendo YouTuber in existence? Oops. I don't know, man. Like if you watch my streams, you'll see me like talk about how badly I want to fuck all the chicks in Soul Calibur 2. But here he goes. I don't know how cringe that is. The propaganda channels are dying. What propaganda channels? What are you talking about? What do you mean? Who doesn't want to turn on Nintendo for music? Yeah, yeah, for sure. Because that's what does well on YouTube is like the Nintendo hate. So when you don't do that, it really antagonizes people. The only real Nintendo fan channel. I mean, I'm not sure I would agree with that. I think there's a lot more than there used to be. Like back in the day, I would definitely agree with you, but that's not true anymore. I would say they all support Power World and Cry on Switch too. Yeah. Here's why I hate them. Yeah. Wait, huh? Controls are kind of weird. So you have to pick up the plug if you're gonna plug it in, but you also press the same button to push it around. Okay, let's see here. Why do you have to put your plug into things? It's just, and it just drains your battery. What the? That's so odd. I don't get it. And this thing's battery dies faster than anything I've seen in my life. Yeah, I might make a video about this. Man, I haven't made a video. I haven't made like an edited video in forever. Like, there's so many controversies that I keep intending to like make content, and I just don't. TB Blaster. I can't believe you can destroy furniture and like everyone's just okay with it. Like I smashed a window and nothing happened. Like honestly, like I'm not really a Nintendo channel at this point. I'm more of a Harman Smith channel because I have my own brand and I'm selling my own stuff now. It's just I don't know. I don't think I'll ever be a clickbait channel. I just don't have it in me. I mean, like I guess you guys will tell me if I ever act out, but wait, what? Huh? No, don't be like RGT85. Well, like, I don't know. I talk about other things though too, right? It's just like I gotta focus on my books, right? I don't know. I've been wanting to like, make the channel more about the books like forever, and like I just can't like find anything that works for me. I don't know. I'm really struggling with that. Like I just don't feel like I'm really like interested in doing what I have been doing because it's like there's no point to it anymore. Like I'm not fighting some like giant conspiracy against Nintendo anymore. Like the conspiracy's done. It's been exposed. Like everyone knows about and it's just kind of died. Like I kind of a sad, miserable death. Like that's the weird thing about the conspiracy is that it was real, but like it just became completely ineffectual and like became outdated. Here we go. Red crest. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's just every like controversy that comes out just collapses. I feel like because they keep trying to like do the Nintendo hate thing, and it just never goes anywhere. Like the Pokemon thing, like Dexit was like something out of the Wii U era, and yet like it's crazy to see like just how irrelevant it is now. Like remember back like in 2010 or whatever when it was like really trendy to hate on the Pokemon anime? And now like I'm constantly seeing people like celebrate like iconic moments from like Black and White and like X and Y Sun and Moon. Like those were like wildly hated like anime series at the time, and now like they had like dedicated fans. So like I saw a TikTok today about like the ending to Pokemon Forever, which honestly is probably one of my favorite things like the anime ever did. Like if you don't know what I'm talking about, like watch Pokemon Forever. It is so fucking Kino. I'm pissed that I never got to see five. So like I think that's the last one with Misty, right? So like I remember being really excited to see it because like I fucking hated May. Well, I didn't hate May, but like I was definitely in the camp where like I was a big Misty fan. So So I was not happy when she got replaced. The anime is hated by real anime fans. I can imagine, but oh, hang on, let's pull it a little bit higher. The first three movies, yeah, they're shockingly good, especially that third one. Like I remember, like the last time I saw it, it was on like TV. Like so, I watched it, and it's just like that was like a shocking, like it was shockingly good. Like I was like they were airing it on Fox or something crazy like that, which I found amusing because Pokemon doesn't air on Fox. But um, like I watched it, and it's so well animated and cool, and like it's such a great plot to it. Like yeah, I'd love to see all those movies again. Yeah, I've seen three more recently than one 2000 or four. So I saw all of them growing up, but the Oxes. Yeah, I didn't see yeah, I didn't watch a ton of Pokemon after like uh Johto. I got back into it when like Battle Frontier came out because Ash was more competent in that season, but like actually no, it was that and it was like the peak underrated Kino that was Pokemon Chronicles where they did like the best thing they possibly could and like made episodes about characters that weren't Ash. Because like I do think this needs to be said a lot is that like the reason everybody falls off from the anime and like why people have so many conflicting opinions on it is because of Ash. Like Ash is just he's a really frustrating character to follow long term because he doesn't grow or develop at all. And you get like really fed up with just like the massive L's he takes and the stupid shit he pulls. Um, like Ash is unbearably obnoxious. Like once you actually know how the setting works and like realize what a shitty trainer he is. But like yeah, Chronicles, like watching Chronicles was like an amazing experience because you got like so much like good shit with like all these characters you knew and loved. Like Misty was back, Tracy was back, Richie was back. Uh, like it was just like it was the last time I ever really loved the Pokemon anime. I think was like watching that show. Like I don't understand what was so complicated about this. Like all they had to do was just like build up like the big major rival characters and then have them show up at the end of the season. Like every single fucking time Ash like gets bodied by some nobody that like you don't care about or it's like someone you're sick of seeing like with Paul. I watched like Diamond and Pearl when it premiered and like one of the reasons I didn't stick with it cuz like I just hated the idea of Paul so much. He seemed like such a like trash character compared to like Gary. Like that's what I wanted to see happen was like Gary to come back and just body him, but that never does. Like Gary and Ash were friends at that point, but it's like, yeah, I remember watching Advance like when he first got to Hoenn, and just being shocked at how mature he was. Like some Pokemon steals his hat. I don't remember what it was, and he just kind of like laughs about it. It's so different than like how he acted when like the Mankey stole his hat back in the day. Like I was just shocked by it. Like it didn't really feel like the same character at that point. Yeah, I didn't watch a lot of Advance either. Like I hated Max. Like Like what was the point of having Max? Like all the characters are already kids, so you don't need a kid appeal character. And like Brock comes back for no reason, which completely ruins like. So like they got rid of Misty, but they brought back Brock back, and he stayed a staple throughout the entire like forever. Like he didn't fuck off until I think like Black and White. Not that I don't like love Brock, but it's like it was really weird how he stuck around like way longer than Misty, especially because he fucked off like initially with like the Orange Islands thing, which we never got a proper explanation for, by the way. Uh, they should have kept Misty. Like I was way more attached to Misty than Frog. Like I mean, you can understand why, but just like, but yeah, I like Misty a lot. Yeah, I don't know. It never felt like the character really had an arc. Really, like she really found her place in like the setting. It's just she's just like, oh yeah, she's gonna go back and be the Cerulean gym leader. It's just like, huh? Like Brock leaves. Like he's not the gym leader anymore, right? I think. So like I don't understand why like Misty's thing is that like she has to go back and take care of the gym because her sisters are so like dipshits. Like I watched that episode where like Ash meets them again, and it is kind of shocking just how they run that fucking gym. Like I don't like I don't know, you have to wonder like what it's like. Like I guess how it works in Pokemon is that you just continue your Pokemon journey until you feel like you get filtered or whatever. Like I don't know, like they don't really go into like how normal people. Yeah, because like Brock's goal in the anime is to become a breeder, and I guess that means he wants to breed every woman he comes across. But like he eventually ends up becoming a doctor. Uh, Instead, it's like I don't know. The defamation against the new Pokemon games by gaming journalists and YouTubers, the biggest problem affecting. Like, I think the real issue is that like people are just bored of it, and that's actually perfectly normal. Like, if you've been playing Pokemon for like 20, 30 years, like, yeah, obviously you want to play something else and do something different. Like, that's what you should do, right? I'm a big fan of like, I've been getting back into the anime. And like I took a long break from it, right? Like I hadn't watched it at all since like Battle like the Gen 4 days. So like, watching it again and like kind of appreciating it for what it was. Like that's kind of a, nostalgic thing for me. Like I think it's like normal to take a step back and like, not engage with something if you're really not enjoying it anymore. Tamashi Hiroka kind of talked about that, how like she took like a bit of a break from Pokemon for like, I don't know, a decade and like came back to it like with Scarlet and Violet and got really into it again. Like I feel the same way. Like if you're not into Pokemon, just stop playing it. It's not the game. You're just your goals and priorities change. Like I wasn't playing it a lot, like the games a lot. During that period where I was like working nonstop because they were like so grindy and so time consuming. That I was talking about this when like Gen 8 and 9 came out. Was that like, yeah, guys, I don't know if I'll be able to play these games again. But now that things have calmed down, I've gotten back into them and really appreciate them. Like it's not the games themselves. Like the problem is that like they are kids games, and people like have this mindset that they need to grow up with the audience, and that's not necessarily true. That's not what like is good for the brand. So like that's kind of the issue with it. I think is that like they've really struggled like uh maintaining like a consistent audience. They bring new people in like all the time, but like keeping the audience just isn't really like possible. Like it's difficult considering the nature of the brand and what it's like and stuff like that. like who it's made for. It's just like people are just growing out of it, and that should be normal. It's not the brand's fault. Yeah, not PC. Yeah. Yeah, I'm really curious about all the crazy shit Brock says in like the actual show because you just know as an adult it's gonna be amazing. Like seeing him get rejected all the time. Like remember that time that the like that kid shows him the picture of like Gazelle, the schoolgirl, and he just goes like, "Yeah, she can violate my rights anytime." I'm just like, what does that mean? Like I watched that episode where they get to Cerulean for the first time, and he like immediately takes a shot at like Officer Jenny. He's a bit more low key about it compared to like how he is later, but like he legit does it. Like I don't understand his obsession with like Jenny and Joy. Like they're both way older than him. Yeah, fucking Brock is like crazy. Like that's the thing about Brock. If he didn't come on so strong, he would have no problems pulling bitches. Like he is so likable. Like everybody, like he's great. Like but like I don't know. He like just comes on way too fucking strong. Is like his problem. Yeah, why isn't he like an incel uh like symbol? Like, do you think like incels grew up watching Brock and like thought that was like getting rejected constantly was normal? Like, do you think that's like a big like formative thing for like in the incel culture? Like, oh, don't talk to women, otherwise you'll end up like Brock. Yeah, it's gonna be really interesting watching the show again because it's a really well made like engaging show with like all these really fun concepts. Like I remember like when I watched like a Boomerang episode of an episode I'd never seen before, like the Big Kahuna or whatever. It's about some surfer with a Pikachu that's like spent like 20 years waiting for like some big wave so he can like hit it and like like get a flag on top of a rock. It's like it sounds so ridiculous, and yet at the same time, like it's so badass and cool. Like the dude has spent his entire life trying to like master the art of surfing. There's probably lots of really good like episodes of Pokemon I've never even seen. Yeah, the final episode apparently like Ash beats Leon. So like Leon is the all-time champion that like Ash beat to become a Pokemon master. You're serious? You're serious? Fucking like I don't understand the fucking Leon shilling. I don't understand why they act like he's like the greatest trainer ever. It's like weird because like Cynthia wasn't treated that way. Like Cynthia got that reputation by being hardcore, and yet like Leon never really. What the hell is this thing? It looks like some creepy Dr. Seuss character. Yeah. If you're tired of gaming, like you should take a break. Like I've taken breaks. It's normal. Uh, this is a really dialogue heavy game. So this guy is the king of the pirates. He beat Monkey D. Luffy to the One Piece, and now he's just wallowing in some guy's basement. I get it. This takes place in Elbath. Arlo is a joke, yeah. What is this creepy thing? What is it? It looks like one of those like cheap cereal mascots. What's going on? What's that all about? Another sucker. Ula corrupts the soul. Abdilution. Isn't that absolution? What is ablution? Yeah, fuck you, I'm not giving you anything. Yeah, I'm sick of looking at this thing's face. Yeah, it's pretty late. Yeah, we started streaming pretty late, so we did not get a lot done tonight. Uh, Seems like this is a giant scam. So yeah, I didn't think so. Great Pico. you chill around a house and you interact with the characters in it. Yeah, like it's kind of a life sim. Like that's why people like it though, is because it's so weird. Uh, very trippy. Yeah, I know, right? Like he's a robot. Uh, fuck. Gunpowder. Yeah, I'm really excited to play some. Where's the bird? The bird must be dead. Is there even an outlet from here? Okay. Yeah, I wonder why they kept making sequels, because this seems like the kind of thing that would be like a one-off, like weird, like experimental title, and I'm shocked it continued as long as it did. Okay, there's the Giga Charger. Okay, I see. Hang on. Yeah, the controls are kind of wonky. So what's the main story? Is it the Giga Robo stuff? I imagine it must be. 'Cause that's what the game has been steering me towards, but there we go. Why are there nails up here? Got the charger. Okay. How did I fit that in my head? Yes. Muhammad was not even a real person, really. How the fuck did that happen? Ugh. Yeah, kitchen ladder and foyer ladder. Placed near the sink. Well, it was ported to the Wii, actually. Yeah, they did port this over to Wii. In Japan only. Scott the Wise will try and tell people that that's why the game that it would have done way better on the Wii, but I don't think so. Like, what are the big YouTube channels saying about this fucking game? Ant Dude.
Chibi Robo is one of the more confusing series Nintendo's come up with. They made a handful of games, they garnered quite a decent-sized fan base, and it's like they never cared. Chibi Robo Plug into Adventure is one of those games that you know about because you never played it, but you swear one of these days you'll get around to it. Now, I think this series is mostly known for giving us Ziplash, and boy, that's a sin that shouldn't go unpunished. But before that game apparently ruined the chances of Chibi Robo ever being a thing again, this was actually a multi-game franchise across multiple consoles, and the character was easily the most popular thing the developers at Skip Limited ever came up with. Not really much competition when the rest of their library consists of a ton of art style games, some Japanese-only titles, Captain Rainbow Will One Day Rise Again, and of course publishing LOL on the DS in Japan, but come on, everybody knows that. Sheer curiosity has brought me to this point. As a massive Nintendo fanboy, I had to see what all the fuss was about. But the question here isn't whether or not this game is good, but why a game like Ziplash or why the lack of major notoriety like being an assist trophy in Smash Bros. Has driven the self-proclaimed hardcore Chibi Robo fanbase crazy. This is my first time ever checking this game out actually, I'm really excited. Let's see what I've been missing out on. I have no idea what I just played. In Chibi Robo you play as, well, Chibi Robo, a toy robot that Mr. Sanderson gave his daughter Jenny for her 8th birthday. The family is currently dealing with a bunch of problems. The father is out of a job, the mother is mad at him for constantly spending money on toys despite not having a job, and Jenny thinks she's a frog. Something I think we can all relate to? I want to spend my money on toys! Yo, same. The goal of the Chibi Robo toy line is actually to bring happiness to those around it, so hey, in dire times, anything is worth a shot. And joining you on your journey is a flying television, Television, who yells oh a lot and constantly asks us to not mind him. Spread the happiness. We're witnessing a divorce in progress, Telly, show some restraint. But then, the night comes, and like Toy Story, when the humans are away and asleep, the toys run rampant, and throughout the game, we end up working to make all of them happy as well. The dog toy, Sophie, is struggling to express her love to Space Hunter Drake Redcrest. The Free Rangers army is enlisting soldiers for a battle against the family dog Tao, after it kidnapped one of the soldiers and injured the sergeant's eye. Captain Plankbeard wants to sail on the waters once again, and he asks you to help make his dreams possible. The house is filled with all these wacky and out there characters, and the thing is, most of them are optional. Whether or not you eventually meet any of these toys is a matter of being in the right place at the right time by going off the beaten path. It wasn't until I saved this creepy looking flower after being requested to do so by this Lego dinosaur and then it started dancing that I realized, what? Honestly, even when I started actually playing the game, I had no idea what I was doing. You're running around a large room, most of which is inaccessible to you. This battery number is slowly going down. You soon pick up a toothbrush, which you can use to clean up dirty spots for some reason. I'm kinda just doing things aimlessly. Well, since that number is in fact your battery level, you gotta remember to plug in every so often for a charge. Otherwise you die. You run faster when you're holding your plug, so I definitely recommend doing that when you can. Doing so also allows you to go inside these special chibi doors. Ooh, I wonder what's inside. Okay, scary eyes, don't hurt me. I'm just gonna take this money and go now. Thanks, bye. The first hour or so of the game was simply me not knowing what I was doing, coming up with way more questions than I was receiving answers. I introduced myself to Drake Redcrest, and now I can dress up as him. Why? I can pick up trash and throw it in my head. Why? I ran into the foyer and got shot to death by a bunch of army eggs. Why? Ah. He sit. Going into this totally blind, it took me quite a while to realize that, oh, this is actually just like an old school adventure game. By running around and talking to different characters, it's all a matter of getting and using items in specific contexts in order to succeed in making them happy and gaining more happy points as well as money, which is required to upgrade your stamina and utilities to explore even more of the house and meet more of the toys. The main objective is to make the Sanderson family happy, while subsequently discovering some of the house's secrets to do so. Some of the side characters you run into as part of the story, some you don't, and whether or not you go out of your way to help them is entirely up to you. The family is the only primary focus. But alongside that, on your first trip to the basement, you discover a deactivated Giga Robo, a helper robot that used to have a strong relationship with all of the other toys. So your other main goal is to revitalize this big boy. Oh, and also there are aliens. Of course there are. Sometimes when you go to get your plug back from a charge, a pan falls out of the sky and knocks you out for a second. You continue playing after that. This doesn't hurt you in any way, it's just something that may or may not happen. Cool? Everything said thus far is just saying what you do, but believe it or not, there is a game behind all of this, and explaining how to do those things, that's a whole lot easier to do. The Sandersons' two-story house is free to explore. This is an open world here, provided you have the tools to do so. The size may not seem all that impressive on the surface, but there are so many nooks and crannies and demon doors everywhere that really makes this feel like a fully lived-in world. Everybody found within is so damn wacky, and Chibi's dead stare makes everything you do super charming. Whenever a question is asked of you, a simple pop-up happens whether you want to say yes or no, even if the question doesn't deserve a yes or no answer. I don't know why that's funny, maybe I'm just easy to please. The battery mechanic can be a bit annoying to get used to, but you upgrade that pretty quickly, so it's nothing a little bit of time management can't solve. On that same note, there is also a daily time limit, Pikmin style, and this, truthfully, I'm less fond of. You actually end up having a choice as to whether a day or night cycle goes for 5, 10, or 15 minutes. Well, it turns out that some quests only progress at a certain time of day. The next chapter takes place at night, it only now just turned day, so you're stuck with 15 minutes to wander and figure out what to do. Then you do the thing that you need to when night comes, only to find out that the following step happens during the day. So hey, back to waiting. I get it though, by giving you this much free time, you are really encouraged to run around and explore. Chances are, you'll find something new. But if you're laser focused on a specific goal like, well, a person, then expect to just sit there for a good amount of time, just waiting. Did I mention there's aliens? This doesn't ruin the game by any stretch, but it can definitely feel like a massive roadblock at times. Sometimes you'll be in the middle of doing something important, but the moon says it's time to go home, and you're a good little robot, so you have to follow the rules. To be fair though, I think I would care more if the other characters that you interact with didn't exist, because oh man, not only are they great on a personality level, this is where you find a bulk of the gameplay variety as well. Plenty of training missions with the Free Rangers, playing a game of chicken in a toy car, shooting targets in a plane, platforming. There's a lot you can do here. Sometimes the camera and controls can be a bit finicky, but it's more than manageable in my opinion. There's also like this evil horde of robotic spiders called Spy Doors. Oh man, that practically come out of nowhere, start infiltrating the house, and then when you're running around, they'll just pop up, ready for battle. And thanks to a blaster that you can purchase, you can go into battle against them. Suddenly, this is a run and gun game. Okay. Oh hey, look at that, a side scroller. Maybe Ziplash isn't so unfaithful after all. And now everybody's mad at me. But even with those occasional roadblocks, this is still a generally slow-paced game. Soak in the world, everybody. You have no other options. For my money, I'm totally cool with that. The text, on the other hand, can sometimes go at a snail's pace, and that's annoying. I got no bright side to that one. Oh, and also fall damage? Oh, good. But yeah, overall, Game's great. I get it now. I see what people have been talking about all this time. On a gameplay front, it's definitely slightly confusing trying to get into, and I would be lying if I said I didn't have to consult a guide to figure out just what the hell to do to continue sometimes. But the expansive world, charming characters, varied gameplay scenarios, it makes for something really unique and special. Every time you think you know what's gonna happen, why did that happen? I have no idea, and I'm totally okay with that. The GameCube is home to some of Nintendo's most unique ideas, and I can easily say that Chibi Robo is the brightest example of a new IP on that console. When you really take a look back at that generation, Nintendo was quite the risk taker. They gave this random developer a shot on their console, and we got a really good game out of it. And did it pay off well for them? Of course not, you already know the answer to that. A sequel that was exclusive to Walmart, another that never left Japan, a random eShop tech demo more or less, and everybody's favorite, Ziplash. This poor little robot never stood a chance. Even when GameCube games were getting ported over to the Wii courtesy of the new Play Control line, Chibi Robo was mysteriously the only one that didn't get localized, which is so upsetting. Just one look at a trailer shows this would have been great. Widescreen support, basic motion controls, would have been really fun. If any series deserves a proper second chance, it's this one. Hey, even if we get an HD remaster of the original game, I would be totally okay with that. Streamline the time of day system, let me skip through the text, and make it easier to keep track of all the available side quests. Just implement a bunch of quality of life improvements, and then actually give it a spotlight instead of just releasing it out of nowhere, and I don't know, man. I think it would work. It's just a shame that Nintendo probably doesn't feel the same way. But if all we can do from now on is take a look back at this series in retrospect, at least I can rest easy knowing that no other franchise got it as bad as Chibi Robo did. Okay, so Nintendo clearly just has a bad track record with this.
What are you talking about? I hate that fucking meme. Like, oh, Nintendo hates their old ideas. Okay, what new Crash Bandicoot game have you played, dipshit? Like, I just hate that mindset. Oh, Nintendo hates their old IPs. What are you talking about?
So, tell me where it all began.
Alright.
Holy fucking shit, Scott is so cringe.
Tell me where it all began.
Alright.
Oh, you're that guy!
The one and only.
I was your therapist!
You're more delusional than I thought.
You were my patient that wouldn't stop talking about virginity!
And not being your patient.
You played that mammal game with the toys?
I would remember if that happened. It's on my bucket list.
The tennis thing with Big Luigi?
That game doesn't exist. It would be on the news.
And you're about to talk about something else, and that's what I called it!
See,
what does this have to do with fucking video games? I hate Scott. I really hate Scott the Woz. I always have, but I know, right? Like, what part of, like, Chibi Robo was never successful do you not understand? Like, it's weird to me how, like, these people bitch about, like, a Walmart exclusive title. Like, Xenoblade was a GameStop exclusive initially. Like, that doesn't mean anything. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I think so, yeah, I think it's good. Yeah, especially if you like stuff like this. Yeah, Scott is unbelievably cringe. Toy Story 6, it does, yeah. Man, I hope that game gets re-released one day. I have a lot of fond memories of that one. Like, I'd love to play Toy Story 2 again. It's Toy Story 2, not 64. Yeah, I own the PC version of actually both 1 and 2, so. Oh, before I owned a console, actually. So Harman Smith was originally a PC gamer. That was before I had a console. Scott seems to be the face of the pretender. Yeah, he is absolutely. Him and Arlo, I would say. I mean, I bitch about Arlo more because like Scott doesn't really talk about current events. Really, he's more like a Zoomer AVGN. So I feel like it's weird. Scott doesn't feel like he has that much impact on the culture. You know what I mean? A bunch of weirdo street Scott like is that still a thing? That was definitely a thing like 5 years ago, but I haven't seen anybody do that like in a while. Yeah, I agree. Scott is just like I've seen several Arlo videos in the past. I have never been able to sit through Scott the Waz video. Actually, I think the last time I did it was for Chibi Robo Ziplash. The heir to AVGN? Yeah, it's not gonna happen. AVGN never went anywhere. Oh, Tao's on the couch. Okay. Like I feel like Scott hasn't been relevant. Like what has he even done lately? Is kind of my take. Like I feel like these days, like if he has to talk about modern games, he would like kind of out himself as more as a poser. Yeah, AVGN comes off as more legit than Scott does. Cause like James doesn't try to pretend to be something he's not. Like the way Scott does. Ooh. Yeah, I cannot figure out what I'm supposed to do. Yeah, Scott. Like Scott's skits are just cringe, just unbelievably cringe. Yeah, if Arlo did a fake face reveal, it would ruin his channel. It's like for him, it's worse than like the average VTube thought. By the way, like, does anyone else get the impression that like most of these VTubers have to be like ugly as sin in real life? They don't fucking look like their characters. Ooh. Why aren't these guys fighting the spy board? That photo. Yeah, I think I might have to call it quits. I got started a little bit late, but yeah, I'm kind of tired. How the hell are you supposed to get over there, though? Like, Free Ranger's photo. Okay. What is working out gonna do for toys? Gazerfist got exposed for not playing games. Yeah. I mean, as a YouTuber, what do you expect? don't think.
I do not play a lot of games, so.
Yeah, I'm yawning. I probably should call it quits.
Yeah, I agree. He's a fraud.
Yeah, I can't even have conversations right now. I'm so tired.
And I guess that's it.
Yeah, I'm too tired to play anything else. I guess I shouldn't have started streaming so late, but that is what it is. Okay, so I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna get up tomorrow, and we're probably gonna get right back to it. Yeah, gonna try to finish Mega Man 9. Try to play some more SMT. Trying to get through this until Kirby comes out. I think that's what we're gonna be doing. So